to Uptown. Right next to the stadium. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but this area used to be nothing, literally. Just a bunch of parking lots and small businesses, but look at it right now. This is Carson Boulevard and the intersection with South Mint Street. So West Carson Boulevard and South Mint Street. This building, you know, right hand side is brand new. That one facing us is brand new. This one right here is still in the making. And of course, down the road, we're gonna get down to North Tryon Street. And many condominiums, apartments are being built in there. And of course, sky risers. I always talk about how Charlotte is really in a race to build as many apartment complexes as possible, because they know people are going to be moving here with everybody coming back to work in the offices. This is the Linden Tree building. Well, two buildings, I would say. They're brand new. I tell everybody, like I said, if you're trying to invest in something that is secure, invest in something that is promising, invest in something that never you never lose in, of course, in a long term period. Go ahead and put the seatbelt on. Now take a look at it here. You'll see that there's this is South Tryon. And this used to be the Uptown Cabaret. That was the name for it. And this place, I believe, was sold for a little more than $50 million, just the land. So imagine what's coming in it. Of course, down the road there are a few other spots that are being built. So take a look at your left hand side. You see that bizjournals.com. That's a big lot, and I am 100% sure that within a year or two that lot is going to be sold, and you will see another high riser been built in there, or another apartment complex. Here to the right hand side, there's a big parking lot and also a smoke shop. It's actually a cigar shop. I am 100% again sure that this thing is not going to be like it is right now within 1 to 2 years. They're being priced to sell. And this is Uptown Charlotte, as they call it here, as we call it here. And see how beautiful it is, the skyline. This building right here is the Duke Energy building right now. The one right next to it, that's Bank of America. That is brand new. I don't think there's any employee in it yet. Forgive me, this is actually the Bank of America. Again, there are 3 buildings right next to each other by Bank of America. This one, that one, and there's one in the middle behind them. The Duke Energy is that one right there next to them on the left hand side. I thought I was in the other intersection. This building is brand new on my right hand side. I'm going to show you the center to see the Bank of America building. As you see that every building is separate by itself. So that one is the one in the middle is the Bank of America tower, and the one right next to it are also part of Bank of America, but separate buildings. This is the Duke Energy building that I was talking to you guys about. It's a very, very big building that's actually owned by Duke Energy, but now sold, well, leased by Wells Fargo to use it. On my left hand side, that's the Mint Museum. Beautiful. It is managed by Bank of America. You will see a big presence of Bank of America and Wells Fargo. Also right now, BB&T and others also are here. And as you know, Truist has merged few banks, and it's huge in North Carolina right now. So they also have a big building in the area. I do believe that this one is owned by Wells Fargo as well. This one on my right hand side is owned by Wells Fargo. That one down there is owned by Wells Fargo. Down that area, you'll see Wells Fargo everywhere you go. But trust me, there is Wells Fargo and Bank of America and Truist everywhere you go. This building right here is called North Tryon 300. Can't remember who owns it, but like I said, it's all financial. Condominiums left and right, wherever you go. This building is condominiums. That building over there is condominiums. And there are flats that runs into the millions, and there are flats that are into the $500,000. So it all depends about the size that you want, where, and all the good stuff. That's the Hilton, and right next to it, that's Wells Fargo #1, I believe so. That's the first building that Wells Fargo have built here. Skywalks everywhere you go. Most buildings are connected to each other, so that way they can make it easier for people to walk between buildings. They don't have to go down, and they don't have to go out. Building on my left hand side used to be the BB&T. I don't know what is it called right now, but we can get that later on. On my right hand side here, this is what it's called, the Epicenter. I think it was built in 2008, finalized, and it's gone through many owners, has changed ownership. It was lately sold for $110 million and has changed ownership, of course, and they're remodeling. They're changing everything in it, and it's basically just a giant parking lot with many retails and restaurants on top of it, and 2 hotels. Ritz-Carlton is right here. The Bank of America, the first building. Bank of America #1. This, my right hand side, is Bank of America as well. This is Truist Tower right here. This used to be a Bank of America but Truist has purchased it. Straight over here on the left hand side, they have just demolished a few buildings. One of them used to be the library, the biggest library of North Carolina, so it's been demolished, and I haven't looked really who's coming in it yet. See over there, big cranes. That Homewood Suites just been built about a year and a half ago. Next to it, another apartment complex or a condominium. This where you see Jimmy John's restaurant, and next to it, those are a bunch of bars and restaurants. I don't see them lasting there for a long period of time, so I'll probably give or take 2 to 5 years they'll be replaced. Everywhere you go, you see cranes and trucks and bulldozers and, you know, things being turned down and things being built back up. The city is vivid, the city is alive, the city is running towards the future. Look at it. Look here. Look right here. A lot of land here is still owned by the city of Charlotte. So everything is planned, everything is, you know. This is a city building. Pretty sure it's not gonna last. That is a city building. Pretty sure it's gonna go away as well. Empty land, empty lots. Those are what is called the sky buildings. Sky house. And there's a huge lot in front of them, mainly in the North Tryon Street. And all those land, most of the land here, like I said, is owned by the city of Charlotte, but there are some investors that came in here a while ago, bought the land, and, you know. And again, guys, real estate is about what can bring most of the money, what can bring value to the land. So I don't see this lasting too long. I don't see this one lasting too long. These buildings on my left hand side will be replaced pretty soon. It's what's gonna bring the most of the money, what's gonna come here. This building is completely empty. It should be demolished soon. So this is the other side. And this is the main street. It's called North Tryon. It runs through the city. North Tryon turned to South Tryon. It goes through multiple cities, actually, not just in Charlotte. So the only buildings that I would see that they would, you know, outlast anything here uptown are the old churches, because those are, you know, historical buildings. They'll be here for a long period of time, like this one right here. So, and like this one on the left hand side, as you see, they have demolished everything surrounding it, but that one stayed up. See this one right here? So behind it, that's where we saw the bulldozers and the, you know, but like I said, they will be here for a while. When I first moved to Charlotte, many of these buildings did not exist. I have witnessed a big, huge change, big growth. And it's just who comes first, who takes advantage, and who knows the game of the real estate investing, you know. Depends if you got money or you have finance. There are a few people that came in and bought things cash here, and there are a few people that came in and financed everything that they're doing, of course. But again, it's a race. Back in the days, they used to have gold rush. Right now is real estate. And when I say real estate, it's the land. To me, everything else comes and go, but the land is the most important thing. So if you purchase land, if you purchase an old building, you know, you can always put things in it or sell it to someone that has the money to put something else in it. Here at Elite America Realty, we're always looking for investors. We can always partner up, show them the right places, show them the right investment, guide you through the right door. And like I said, we're always looking for partners. We're not looking for clientele, we're not looking for customers, we're looking for partners that we can partner up and grow together, do something together, build a future together. And banks go where the money is. And like I said, the city is all about banks. My left hand side, you see US Bank, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Truist, BB&T. All kind of banking is here. Money is here. So if you want to talk money, if you want to talk growth, if you want to talk future, you know who to reach out to. Thank you guys, and pleasure talking to you again.